is rivalry. We have Mom first impressions only, she says. We have Rachel's vital win, someone's gonna die before we leave. And Zachary, I just wanna win. It's not fair. The game goes on.
Every mom needs to build self-compassion strategies into her life. But every homeschool mom definitely needs to build self-compassion strategies into her daily routine. Homeschooling can be a lot of times, a lot. With the right mindset and strategies, we can learn to navigate it with more intention and resilience and self-forgiveness and grace, and we can come out the other side of homeschooling stronger, more nurturing, self-nurturing. If you're a homeschool mom who wants to apply self-compassion strategies in her homeschool mom life, then I want to address the myths around self-compassion. The 10 myths that you might be believing about self-compassion that are getting in the way of you addressing your angry reactivity, your feelings of not good enough, and not allowing yourself to build a more nurturing environment. If we haven't met, I'm Teresa. I'm the certified life coach and homeschool mentor found at www.capturingthecharmedlife.com. I'm here to help you shed what's not working so you can show up in your homeschool and your life authentically, confidently, and purposefully. It's lovely to meet you. Would you introduce yourself to me below? Myth number 1, self-compassion is selfish. No, self-compassion is not selfish. It's a necessary form of self-care. And dare I say, self-care is not selfish. Self-care, self-compassion acknowledges that you are a human being, not God. Taking time for yourself allows you to recharge, reduces burnout, and helps you to be more supportive of your child's life and their learning. Myth number 2 is that you need to be perfect practicing self-compassion. Crickets, crickets, crickets. It won't happen. You'll be waiting a very long time. Self-compassion involves acknowledging your imperfections and treating yourself with the kindness that you would want to give to others when you notice they're not perfect. It's about embracing your humanity, honoring the fact that you're a human mom, not a human God, and learning from your mistakes rather than striving to be the unattainable perfect, which everyone knows everyone else isn't. So why are we trying to prove it? So you don't need to practice self-compassion perfectly. Myth number 3 is that self-compassion means you're avoiding responsibility. Reality, being self-compassionate doesn't mean you're avoiding anything. It means you're acknowledging it head on. You're approaching it with a more balanced, kind, respectful, gentle mindset. It actually lets you learn about your challenges, helps you understand yourself more, so you can make the best next steps that will actually promote a healthier relationship with others and yourself. Myth number 4, I don't have time for self-compassion practices. Reality, you don't have time not to practice self-compassion practices, though sometimes we can do extended meditations, or we can invest time in a retreat or in various resources that might help build more self-compassion. Reality is that self-compassion practices don't really require a lot of time. Even a brief moment of mindfulness that you've scheduled in your phone once a day, or practicing deep breathing exercises as you're maybe about to begin read-alouds, or positive self-talk like standing in front of a mirror in the morning with your toothbrush and you're looking at yourself saying, you can do this, you got this day. Those are short moments in your day, but they can be meaningful over the course of time and have a meaningful impact on your emotional well-being. The 5th myth around self-compassion for homeschool moms is that we should be able to handle everything on our own. Oh, I definitely bought into this myth. But the reality is that seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. And community is built on asking for help. Homeschool moms can benefit from sharing their experiences with others, but they also gain from receiving from others. Joining support groups or seeking therapy or coaching, these things will bolster you and enable you to be a helpful nurturer to some other homeschool mom too. And because we're human, we weren't designed to handle everything on our own. We need each other. The sixth myth around self-compassion for homeschool moms is that it's too late. I'm too old. I've been living this life too long to start practicing self-compassion. Reality, it's never too old to do things that work for you. If you know that you should be drinking more water, doing it when you were 25 isn't the right answer. Maybe doing it now at 32 is the right answer. If you're 56 and this is the first time you've drank enough water in one day, today's the day that you began to do the thing that served your soul. So practicing self-compassion, it's never too late. The seventh myth around self-compassion is that it's a sign of giving up. Reality, self-compassion is all about recognizing where you're at, where your limitations are, whether you need to actually practice learning to be kind to yourself, whether you really need to address the challenge the way you're addressing it, or maybe there's a different way. It's not a sign of giving up, but rather of determining what the next best choice is, the next best strategy, determining your next steps. The eighth myth around self-compassion for homeschool moms is that your kids will suffer if you prioritize yourself. Girlfriend, you are not able to give everything to your kids. Your kids will suffer if you don't prioritize yourself. Practicing self-compassion or self-care actually benefits both you and your kids. You're happier. They're enjoying a happier mom, one that has energy to hang out with them. You're offering them a healthier environment. You're likely engaging them with more interesting learning opportunities. Your children will not suffer if you look after you. The ninth myth around self-compassion is that you should always be in control of your emotions. It's natural for homeschool moms to experience a range of emotions, like whatever emotions you experience. Self-compassion involves acknowledging and validating your own emotions without judgment, allowing for a more authentic and compassionate response to yourself and to the challenging situations you experience. And the 10th and final myth is that self-compassion is a one-size-fits-all approach. Self-compassion looks different for everyone. What works for one homeschool mom might not work for another. That's why we explore, we find practices that might resonate with you personally, help you learn how to individualize your self-compassion, just like homeschool moms tend to individualize their home education to each of their kids. We help you individualize your self-compassion practices to you. You'll find this to be so in the Self-Compassion Group Coaching Program, incorporating the Self-Compassion Coaching course in a way that serves you, your specific scenario, your perspective on life, how you see the world, what matters to you, how you roll, whether you verbally process, whether you don't, whether you like journaling, whether you don't, whether you want to incorporate mindful moments or whether you don't. So many possibilities, but self-compassion is never a one-size-fits-all approach. And there you have it, homeschool mom, 10 myths about self-compassion for the homeschool mom. If you found this video valuable, would you like and subscribe to this channel and share the video with another homeschool mom that would benefit too? Remember that you're not alone in this homeschool mom journey. That's why I'm here. And thank you for joining me today. I hope that you and your homeschool kids can turn your homeschool challenges into your homeschool charms. You got this, girlfriend.